Yo, everybody, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Thursday. Normally, I don't stream on Thursday, but I had this random decision of I wanted to rank all the games that I played in 2025. So, some of you know, some of you don't, is that every year I put for the last several years, I should say, I put a Google spreadsheet together that basically, in a nutshell, tracks the games that I play in a year. What are my thoughts? How I'm feeling about the games. When I finish the game, I put a brief rating on, what I thought the game was with out of a 10. And so I, of course, did that once again for 2025. Real quick, I'm going to just show you guys the quick list once I get back over here to this. Let's go here, and we'll change it real quick to here. So this is the sheet that I do. Last year, I tracked that I ended up playing minusing 156 games across the year. Some of them I marked that, of course, that I beat, as you can see in here. Some of them I did not beat. So, of course, we will see where I decide to put some of those games. But yes, 56 games I played last year in some amount of capacity. And now I'm going to finally rank the games and where I think they fit on my board. For those that don't know, I am using a website that is called tiermaker.com. You can create various tiers on there yourself. You can grab tiers that have already been made, make them of your own, or you can, of course, create yours from scratch. So this is one that I created from scratch specifically for myself. I've actually been wanting to do this since 2022. So I started this, including that Google spreadsheet, back in 2022 to do something like this. And every year, I've just kind of been like, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. Don't do it. All that jazz. Kick it around. Start to kind of get it ready and then scrap the idea. And like I said, I think it was on Tuesday. I think this is when I posted this. I just finally said, you know what? You've been saying this over and over and over. Not this year, not this year, not this year. It's time to finally do it. It's time to finally just make it happen. So we're going to make it happen. So as you can see here, we have a number of course, games here ready to go. I'm going to zoom in just a tiny bit because I think that it will make things a little bit easier. So we're currently, we're going to go through here. Like I said, here are all the games that I played this year, at least the cover of them, in some capacity. Some I beat, some I didn't. All of these covers are thanks to backlogged.com. So thank you so much to Backlogged for having all of these. Again, we are putting these into the order. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling about the rankings as we go through. I am not going to go in ABC order here because that's just how, when I uploaded all the images, it just put them in that ABC order. We're going to kind of grab randomly and mix them about. I will, of course, announce the ones that I have beaten. There is a sheet or a column here that says didn't beat yet. I put that there for games that I feel I did not beat, and I have not put enough time into it to even rank them in my current views. So for instance, I will use as an example, Cyberpunk, I have not beaten yet, but I have put a ton of hours into it this year that I feel I am ready to give it some sort of a ranking based off of the games that I played in 2025. However, a game like, let's go through and grab Fate Samurai. Fate Samurai Remnant. I'm going to get the first ranking out of the way. I'm going to put it in the didn't beat yet because I have not beaten this game. I've played it in this game in particular about 4 hours, which for this particular type of game, 4 hours is definitely not enough time to rank it. I am still so early in that game that I would not put a ranking on it. So that's why it's going to go here. There might be a game that I've played 4 hours of a game, and I'm like, based on that current game and how long it takes to beat it, I think it's worth ranking. But didn't beat yet are for the ones that I have not put enough time into and do not feel it is worth me ranking. So that's a good example of it. And then we will go from there. Shutdown is kind of like my F territory. It's also, of course, for games that did get shut down in the year that I played. I didn't want to fully put an F on it, but Shutdown is probably the best option because that either means two things. I really didn't like it. The game shut down, should say three things. Or I have abandoned it and decided that I am not going to play it anymore. That's the easiest way to put that. So let's get a couple more of these out of the way. So thank you all for tuning into this. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so it's good to do. Let's go with, is this seat taken? I think that's a good one. So is this seat taken is an indie game that I received a review code, did put out a review here on the channel. You can check it out when you get a chance. That I really, really liked. I had a really good time with it. I think I had said that there were, of course, some of my complaints was that the game is really short. Some of the puzzles can be a little easy. But the game overall, I had a lot of fun with. The music was great. I loved the art style of it. The complexity of some of the choices when it came to a person didn't want to sit by a certain person, or a person doesn't like the smell of, bad smells or strong cologne and stuff like that you had to figure out. I thought it was all clever and cute and an overall good time. So with Is This Seat Taken, I personally am going to put that at a B. I thought it was really good. Not quite at an A tier, definitely not an S tier, but way too good to be a C tier. So I'd put it at a B. A couple of quick things before we advance past this. These are not in order, so even if games, start cycling off to the right, that is not to say that the game on the left is better than the game on the right. I'm just going to drag them and drop them into their certain positions. But at the same time, as you can see here, these are full rankings, so I can't be in the stance of going, it's so good, but I can't put it at an A, so I'm going to put it at a B+. It's like, no, it's whatever I put it at. That's the one that it's got to be. That's the one it's got to be. All right. So let's go with next. I'm going to go with Jeanne d'Arc. So Jeanne d'Arc, I will easily put right away into the didn't beat yet category. Jeanne d'Arc, I played for probably an hour, maybe 2 hours. I started this actually on my lunch break at work using my PS Portal. And was having a pretty good time with it, but I was in the middle of playing a bunch of different games, so I kind of just immediately was like, no, this is just for me to play here at work for a little bit. And so I have not given that a full shake to rank it in any shape or form. This game takes a little bit to beat. I don't remember the exact timing of beating that game. I'm going to actually look it up real quick because I believe it is pretty long. Yeah, 32 hours. And like I said, I've only put maybe 2 hours into that game. So nowhere near close enough time to put into any category. So Jeanne d'Arc is going to go in the didn't beat yet. This game caught my eye, so we're going to do this one next. It's Tribe 9. So Tribe 9 was a mobile game coming from the creator of Danganronpa, one of my favorite series. Many of you know how much I love Danganronpa here. Tribe 9 did shut down fairly quickly after it came out. I think it was only out for 2 months. 2.5 months, maybe 3 months. And it did shut down. And that sucks. I loved everything that was being set up by that game. I loved of course, the death game aspect of it. It very much lend to the Danganronpa aspect. I loved the art style. I loved the cinematics and the cutscenes that basically were coming together through this game. I thought it had so much potential. I actually thought the battle sequences, the combat sequences, were fairly fun. It was not amazing by any measures, but I did have fun. I technically would put it here in the C range. The overall microtransactions were extremely rough with this one. I did love, so Tribe 9 is based on an anime. I have not watched the anime, but I did love the like big city futuristic baseball sequences that you also had in Tribe 9. Those were really cool. I didn't think they were fleshed out the best in how they operate, but like they were still overall good. But again, the microtransaction, the grind of this game was really rough. So like it's one of those, I don't think it was bad enough to put it in a D spot. But it definitely was not anywhere near to a B. That's why it's like C's about right. C's about right for that one. So we're going to put it at a C. We're going to get this one out of the way. Chrono Cross. So many of you know this is like one of my all-time favorite games. I loved this game on the PS1. I will be honest with you all. I never beat it. As much as this is one of my favorite games of all time, I had never beat it. There's actually a couple of games on my favorite games of all time list that I have never beaten, that I plan to right those wrongs at some point. And I probably will make a social post on it at some point because I've thought about this. I wonder how many of you guys have a game that you would consider one of your all-time favorites that has not been beaten by you. But Chrono Cross was one of those, but I did finally beat that. Last year, I finally finished the game. It was very funny because I actually was super close to finishing the game and apparently just stopped at some random point with the Radical Dreamers edition. And then picked it back up, started to play. I think I only put in like 3 more hours and the game was over. I was that close to beating it. And I will say, after beating it and playing through it and all that jazz, it has been reaffirmed to me as one of my all-time favorite games. I love Chrono Cross. Everything about that game is peak to me. It's so good. And I love the characters. I love everything about it. I love the music. And so, yeah, Chrono Cross, big thumbs up, going in the S tier games of games that I played in 2025. Let's see here. Let's go with X Astris. So X Astris is a game that is made on mobile. I don't remember exactly the developer behind it. I used to remember it. I want to say it was the people who made the Arknight games. I'm gonna do a quick check on that before I fully leave it at that. But I believe X Astris, yes. So it's made by Griffline, which again made the Arknight series. They have a free-to-play title coming out this month called Arknight Enfield that I am looking forward to playing. It was shown off at one of the recent showcases. I think it was at the Game Awards. But it's a game that I've been following for a while. I am looking forward to it. It comes out later in January. But X Astris was a game, again, that's for mobile. Was a full-fledged RPG. You did have to pay for this. I think I bought it for like $5 a few years ago. And this is a game that I constantly try to get back into and play. because when it first came out, I was enjoying myself. I wanted something that I could play on my phone. I did not have a lot of games or options to dive into. And so I kept being like, I want to give it another shot. And so even now, like, and I'm showing you real quick, even now it is on my mobile phone there, right there, that I think about going back to and trying more and more. But every time I go and play it, there's just something that just doesn't fully grab me. It's an overall okay game. Oops. I don't know what just happened. There we go. Overall, it's an okay game. I'm going to give it a C. I put it in my abandoned category again, because again, I started it at the beginning of this year to get back into it. Played it for like, I don't know, an hour, and then just kind of decided, you know what? I'm not feeling it. We're going to move on. So I'm going to put it at a C. And the only reason is, again, even though I only put an hour into it, so it's like normally I would think this falls under either the didn't beat yet or shut down. But I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna switch this from shut down to abandoned. Let's just put it that way. Abandoned. If I can spell it right. Abandoned. There we go. Yeah. X asterisk is at a C. Let's see here. Let's go with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. So I beat Chain of Memories, playing it on my Steam Deck over the summer. This was during a period where I was planning to go through all of the Kingdom Hearts. I still do plan to go through the rest of the Kingdom Hearts. I had only beaten Kingdom Hearts 1 up until this past summer, when then I finished Chain of Memories. And Chain of Memories was a game that I had started and stopped so many times. And every time I started it, I had full intentions to get through it. And then I would hit that card combat, and I would just be like, oh my God, and be so angry with it. That card combat is so frustrating. And it proved very frustrating once again. However, I do think that story is so good. The story in this game is so good. And that carried me through it. Now, I also will say is I did get to understand the card combat system a bit better this time around. So I was able to pull off more combos, do more things with it that I was really enjoying. Yeah, loved the story, but that card combat was so strong. But that was until I finished the game. And then you unlock Riku mode, where you play as Riku during the events as you are normally playing as Sora. So you're basically replaying through the game, but this time through Riku and his experiences. And I will say, man, they should have done the Riku mode from the start, because Riku mode was so much better. That card combat was 10 times better than Sora's combat. How the card battle system worked out in Riku's arc was different than Sora's, and it was just so much better and so much fun and so much easier to understand, and it made going through Riku's experiences like so good. And so with that all being said, you guys saw I was moving things around. I'm putting this at an A. I actually really ended up enjoying Chain of Memories. I will tell you, I want to put it at a B for the fact of you play as Sora so much of this game. And again, I just really despised that card combat as Sora. But I ended up understanding it better. I ended up pulling off some good moves. So then it wasn't as bad. There were still some really frustrating fights. Super frustrating fights that I got super frustrated by and almost wanted to just stop playing. But outside of that, I felt everything else around this was so good. And again, left me feeling really, really positive off of the game. I will definitely not be playing this anytime soon. No, I do not want to mess with that card combat again. Even though I will give it an A. But boy, that was extremely rough. Extremely rough. Let's go to a game that I actually picked up recently in El Shaddai Metronon Ascension of Metronon, or Metronon Ascension. I can't remember the full name of this game. But this is a game that I've been like so interested in checking out since I remember looking at it at, God, I'm going to date myself, at Family Video on the PS3. And always was so interested in looking into it, and its premise just is so interesting. Basically, it's the Bible. Like, you're playing as in the Bible, but like in a different sense. And you're, I don't know, you got to look it up. But basically, that's kind of like the big premise, is that you're playing as oh, what is his name? God, I cannot remember his name. But you're working with Lucifer, and basically you're having to go after these angels to try and bring them back to heaven. And it's very interesting, very weird, but it's so cool, premise-wise. But I picked it up recently on Switch because it was really on sale, and every time it goes on sale, I think about picking this game up. And so I finally did it and started to pick it up, and I gotta say, I have abandoned it. Maybe I can find the strength to get through it at some points, but the main issue that I have with this game is everything around the game, everything around the combat screams, Jeremy, you're going to really like this game. And then it's just that the combat is just so dated that getting through the fights was super frustrating. And I just was not having that much fun with it. Again, maybe I'll go back and play it because the story just seems so cool. And what I had seen so far of the story is trippy, but cool. But man, that combat is just... It needed more polish in this HD remaster. It's very much just upscaled graphics. The combat is not really touched at all, if it was at all, I should say. And yeah, so I've kind of kicked El Shaddai to the curb. Let's go to the Ace Attorney Chronicles. So this is a game that I've actually been working on for a while with my wife. Me and her play this together. We've been playing it since this game came out. We play some missions on our Nintendo Switch together. We basically do the whole investigation process and do the trial together. Those that don't know, the Ace Attorney Chronicles is basically like a detective's adventure game. You're playing as this attorney that you basically are in the Ace Attorney Chronicles, are attorney from Japan, or I should say a student attorney from Japan who has gone to Great Britain to learn about the British judicial system so that you can potentially take elements of it back to Japan to help improve and inform or even adapt certain things into the Japanese judicial system. It is so much fun. It is so good. It's so well done. Again, we've been working at this since it came out many years ago. One of the issues we have is that because it is a visual novel, Winnie has to be in the right mood. Let me just put it that way, to want to play this. She really enjoys it. But when I say in the right mood is because it's a visual novel, sometimes she starts to doze off, and then we have to stop playing. So technically speaking, this is still in the didn't beat yet category, even though we've been working at it for years. We have not finished the first game of the Ace Attorney Chronicles. It is 2 games long. We are on the final trial for the first Ace Attorney, I believe. I don't think we actually finished that trial yet. We're on the trial actively at the moment. And then we would be starting game 2. So this is technically in the didn't beat yet. But I have played enough of this game over the years to know that this is definitely an A-tier game for me. I put it simply, and I know Winnie might be watching this a little bit, so if she is, hi Winnie, I love you. But I will put it this way. If I did not have to play this with Winnie, this game would have already been beaten by now because I really enjoy it. And it's like I get very much like when I'm playing this, like, man, I want to do this. I get enamored. It's the same reason I think why I love the Danganronpa series is that I just get it's so intriguing with the character dialogue and doing the investigation and the trial aspect. Like all of it is just so well done. So Ace Attorney, I'm going to put at an A. I would say if I got to beat it, there's a chance that it would go into the S tier. But I haven't yet, so it's going to go in the A because I do feel, though, I have enough with it to grade it. Let's get one of the controversial ones out of the way, and that's going to be Balatro. And I say that because I think almost everyone's going to think that I would put it at an S. Because everyone loves Balatro. And I like Balatro. And I think hearing me say the word like tells you immediately this is not an S game for me. I had a good time with Balatro, the roguelike poker game. It was fun. I put in, I think, over 10 hours into this. And I know 10 hours is not a lot for this game, but I put in 10 hours for it. Did so many different runs, got so close, and I have not beaten a single damn run of this damn game. I get very frustrated by this game at times. And I know that there's probably better strategies than I utilize to try to get through a full run. I get, like I said, to the final one. I can't remember what the name of the dang thing is. I'm just going to call it a tier. I get to the final tier, and then I usually just do not have enough points to make it happen. And that's why I like this game, but I hit a certain point where I went, I've had my fill. I don't need to play this anymore. It's fine. And so to me, Balatro is a B. It's not an A or an S tier. I know people were so in love with this game, and I did feel very desirable to play it, which I am, again, happy that I played it. But Balatro just did not hit the way I anticipated it would as everyone else laid it out. So Balatro is a B for me in the games that I played last year. Let's get another one out of the way that I will put in the didn't beat yet, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles X HD, or Definitive Edition, I should say. I love Xenoblade Chronicles. I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. I own the strategy guide behind me. I still have my Wii U. I still have the Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I really enjoy this game. But the main issue with this one is that, to put it point blank, is that I picked it up during a time I was playing a bunch of different games. I played it for about 4 hours. This game is like 70 hours. 4 hours is not enough. And while on a personal level, because of how much I loved the original, this is probably an A tier game, maybe into an S. I have not put enough time into the Definitive Edition to feel like I could justifiably rank that one. So it's going to go in the didn't beat yet. And there's a love for this game that would put it up here, but just not there yet. So that's going to go there. Let's go to a game that I streamed here for a little bit. Wuchang. So Wuchang is another one that technically I did not beat yet. I got busy with work while I was really, really enjoying it. Started traveling. And then I let my Game Pass expire. So I have not gotten back to it. But I'm going to put it this way. while I haven't beat it, I can tell right now from the like 10 hours that I've put into this game, maybe more. Wuchang is definitely a B for me. There's a high chance it's an A when all is said and done, because I'll put it this way. I really, really, really like what I played of Wuchang. Really like it. But because I haven't put enough time into it to like get deeper and see if it continues to be that way, I'm going to put it in a B. I'm going to describe it as, I hear people use this all the time, so I'm going to use it right now. This is a game that's a B that I love like an A right now. I am constantly looking at, should I just buy Wuchang so I can finish the game rather than getting the Game Pass subscription, because like Game Pass price has gone up quite a bit. Everybody knows that. But I just don't know if I'll be able to beat Wuchang in the month of Game Pass. So it end up maybe being cheaper for me if I just buy the game outright. But Wuchang is a great game. I definitely recommend it. Not the best, but it is a good one. Let's see here. What do I want to put? Let's go to a game that I beat that y'all will know instantly where it goes. And we're just going to do it now. Again, one of my all-time favorite games. Y'all, I had been screaming for Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles for years. For years. Especially since that NVIDIA GeForce leak. That game was like one of the games I was looking forward to the most off of that leak. And I was so happy when we finally got it. I pre-ordered it, and I was ready to go. And this is another, being honest with you all, that I loved Final Fantasy Tactics so much, but I had never beat it myself. I always got stuck towards the end of the game, either on the Wheatgraph fight, which everyone knows, Wheatgraph fight is stupid hard, or I would get stuck on the fight that's kind of like shortly after the Wheatgraph fight with the Marquis Limberry. Screw that fight too. I used to get stuck on those all the time. But this time I prevailed. This time I got past those and crushed the rest of the game and just cemented it again as one of my all-time favorites. This game is so good, and it's why I love tactical games. It's why I like constantly am looking for a game that just scratches that itch like Final Fantasy Tactics. I know people like me run into this all the time. There's nothing like it. There's just nothing like it that like hits the same way as Final Fantasy Tactics. But Tactics, mwah, chef's kiss. It's an S tier game. Y'all need to go play it. Let's go with Wonderlands. Wonderlands we're gonna put right here. Didn't beat yet. Now this is a weird one with Wonderlands. I'm gonna look real quick. I believe with Wonderlands, last year, so in 2025, I only put, I'm gonna say 45 minutes. I don't think it was even an hour. I put like 45 minutes into it in 2025. But I think collectively with Wonderlands, I've played it for like 9 hours. And Wonderlands is that game that's like, I enjoy the Borderlands games. I have a lot of fun with them. I want to pick up Borderlands 4. I have to log in real quick. I want to get Borderlands 4. I enjoy those games so much. But Wonderlands is like one that I need to like just sit down and finish. And part of the issue is that I think this is ideally one of the very few Borderlands games that like I actually would prefer to play it with friends. I've not played any Borderlands game with a friend, and Wonderlands is one that I just, even when I picked it up, I wanted to play it with friends. I tried to convince friends to pick this game, pick up Wonderlands, and just some are just not huge fans of the Borderlands games. And so it's just not happened yet. And I have friends who now own it, but I just can never link up with them to play. So we're going to look real quick. How many... I put 8 hours into Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So it's like, well, I've put 8 hours into it. I still just don't think I'm far enough into it personally to rank it somewhere other than putting it in the didn't beat yet section. And Digimon Survive is going to go there too. I put more time into it in 2025 than I have in the past. But I play it periodically while I'm walking on my treadmill downstairs. I found that the Nintendo Switch is really good for walking on the treadmill and playing. And I say this because like I have it projected up at my screen. And it's the thing of when I have a TV in front of my treadmill, I can walk with one Joy-Con in each hand, so I can walk naturally and still play the game. So the Nintendo Switch, good thing to play while you're on the treadmill. And so yeah, I played Digimon Survive on that, but I've still only put in like 3 hours into that game, and again, it's another one that I know is long. So I don't feel I'm far enough into it to really give it a fair shake. So a game I haven't beaten, but I am fairly far into it, I think of 20 hours into this game, is Dragon's Dogma 2. This was a game I actually picked up in Black Friday, or either Black Friday or Christmas area 2024. It was one of the games that I picked up, and then in 2025, sometime in 2025, I finally started playing it. I was playing the heck out of it, and then again, got busy with work and travel, could not take it with me, and so then that kind of made me fall off. So right now, I just currently have fallen off the game. Want to get back to it. Super enjoying this game. I was enjoying it so much that I want to put it at an A. However, I'm going to put it at a B for right now. And part of that issue is because while I was enjoying it so much, there is a part of me that just has a hard time understanding the core story that I am experiencing with that game. So I'm having a lot of fun with the world and what I'm experiencing of the world and the livelihood of the world and its characters and my companions. But I want to experience more of this game's story before I really feel like it can be an A. So I'm putting it at the B. But I do still recommend this game so far. Again, 20 hours in, I'm having a really good time with it. Put it right there. Let's go with Eternights next. Eternights. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go B. I gotta get more into Eternights. I gotta finish a run on that one. I have not finished a single run yet. I started tackling it again last year and just stopped for whatever reason. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot, but there's just something about it that I keep falling off of it. And but I'm really intrigued by the story. I'm enjoying the story actually, even though the writing can be really weird at times. But like, I'm enjoying this story, and the combat's not bad. That's why I'd put it kind of in this B. It's a good game so far, but I feel if I beat a story, I feel I'll connect with it more, and maybe it'll make me feel more solidified to be. You know what? I'm going to drop it to a C. The hard part with me is when I'm looking at this rankings. It's like I'm looking at S tier as like this is top tier, and then A is like damn, it's so good, and then I'm looking at B as like this is good, this is all right, and this is not good, and that's kind of the weird thing. It's just like I don't know. Maybe I didn't do my rankings right, but this is my rankings. We're gonna deal with it that way. So I guess yeah, I'm gonna put Eater Knights at C. We'll put it there. All right. Let's go with Palia next. Palia for me, I enjoyed it. It was all right. Played it a little bit with my friend Kyle. I don't know. We played it together. I think for like one night. I think I streamed it. I don't remember if I streamed it or not, but like I played it together for like one night, and then I was kind of like, all right. I think I uninstalled it after that night. It wasn't like it was terrible or anything, but it was just kind of like, all right. That's fine. Whatever. Neva. Let's go with Neva. A game that I beat last year. Neva is so good. I think Neva was like the one game I was sharing like constant screenshots and video clips of while I was playing it. That game was so good and so emotional. It was really good for a game that has like no dialogue, no voice acting outside of like some sounds here and there and stuff. Neva was so good. A beautiful game. Highly recommend it. Very, very, very enjoyable. Let's see here. Let's go with Windblown. I'm going to easily put that in the didn't beat yet. I think Windblown I've only put in like 4 hours? Not even. I say 4 hours. I feel like 4 hours is like the safe bet for me because I usually put like roughly around 4 hours into a game before I kind of like hit this weird moment of like, I kind of want to play something different. And then I go and play something different. But Windblown, I'm looking it up real quick. How much did I play of Windblown? Windblown. That can't be right. Okay, maybe that justifies even more that I didn't put it. I put it in the didn't beat yet category. Because it says on my Steam that I only played it for an hour. Dude, I feel like I've played it for much more than an hour. Now, I did play this on Steam Deck, and sometimes my playtime on Steam Deck does not get properly counted. Because I've done several different runs with this with Windblown, but maybe I have only played it for an hour. Justifies being in that didn't beat yet then. Let's go with Rematch. So Rematch is a weird one. All right, so I'm going to put Rematch here in this B category because Rematch is weird because when the beta came out, I was playing so much of the beta. So the beta itself, I put in 18 hours into the beta and loved the beta and was so like, day one, I'm buying this. And then when I found out it was coming out for Game Pass, I held off and decided, hold on a second, I'm not gonna Maybe I'll just play this on Game Pass. And then I didn't have Game Pass at the time, so then I kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then finally, on Christmas, I just bought the game because it was on sale, and I bought it finally. And so I've put in to Rematch since buying it 12 hours. Easily could be more, but I'm currently playing some other things right now, so I took a quick break. But like collectively, I've put in 30 hours into Rematch. So that's why I feel, as much as I just like recently bought the game, I feel I have enough to fully to rate it for myself. And I'm gonna put it in an A. Fuck it. I love this game, man. It can be frustrating. It can be so frustrating, but I really, really enjoy this game. Also, shout out Diamond 3. Let's go. Picked up right where I left off. Really enjoying it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in an A. I really, really enjoy it. And I will say, now that I'm looking at this list, there are some games that I forgot to put on here. But oh well. We'll deal with it later. And by later, I mean it'll be dealt with in 2026 because I'm currently playing some of those games right now. Okay, let's go with Cyberpunk. I made the decision earlier, or I talked about it, I teased it a little bit. Where am I going to put Cyberpunk? I'm safely going to put Cyberpunk right now at a B. Really enjoying Cyberpunk. I'm having a good time with it. I did shelve it recently for the time being. I had fully planned and intended to finish this back last year. I think I was playing it pretty hardcore in November, December. And then I just got distracted by some other games that I was currently playing at the time. And so Cyberpunk currently is on the back burner. It is a game that I have put another, like, again, a good chunk of time into it. I realized that I have it currently linked in my Steam, but because I actually bought this when it first came out through Amazon, so I have it on GOG. Steam does not track my time played, so excuse me. I'm trying to bring up GOG to see how much time I have played in this game. Cyberpunk, I have played it for a grand total of 9 hours. 9 hours so far. Man, I feel like I get in this like 8-9 hour range for some of these games and I stop. What is it? What does that say about me? Huh? I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. I'm enjoying it much more than I did the first time around. So that says a lot. The first time around, I was not really enjoying it and shelved it very quickly. This time around, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. Let's go with Armored Core. We're going to put that it didn't beat yet. I think many of you guys know I streamed this the very first day that I bought it and picked it up. And I truly have not played it since. Again, no fault to the game. I was really enjoying it, what I had played of it. But just, I was in the middle of other games. So we hold off on it. Let's get this one out of the way. Let's go with New World. I'm putting New World at an A. Screw Amazon. Amazon Games was doing so well with this game, really turning things around. Just put out the new season update. People really enjoying it, having a great time. And then they announced, we're done with it. And that basically killed the game. And it also, like, didn't kill my drive at first. But, I mean, same sound like a broken record at this point. I got busy with work, and it just decided at that point, because I got busy with work, like, you know what? I'm gonna just put my time into other games, and so I stopped playing New World. But God, I had, like I put in that video, the announcement of New World sucked. Really, really sucked because I was having just so much fun with it. Really, finally found that groove, and yeah, it's like Twitch. New World was the game that I streamed the most on Twitch. New World was the game that I played the most on Steam this year. It is what it is. Let's add a game to the S tier. Let's add one. We all know it's going to be the game that I just was enamored by this year. Again, Stellar Blade. What a game. Funny enough, there's been a few comments on my Stellar Blade video where basically people are just like, they do not like my comments on what I said about Stellar Blade. And to that I say, oh well, those are my views. But damn, dude, I loved Stellar Blade. Had such a good time with it. Cannot wait for Shift Up to make Stellar Blade 2. I'm just ready for that game. Let's Final Fantasy X-2. I will put it in the didn't beat yet. I want to say back in February or March, I started playing it with the full intentions of finally finishing this game, and then broken record again, traveled for work, couldn't take the game with me, and that meant, of course, playing something else on the plane and travel, and that just meant, you know what? I can't play it right now, and then by the time I could go back to it, I didn't have the drive to play it at the moment. So at some point I will get back to it and get through it, but yeah, that's gonna go on the didn't beat yet. I'm looking at my list and I'm just trying to decide, is there a game that I'm gonna put in D? In the D category. Will I actually put something in there? Actually, I will. There is a game. Especially because I no longer put the shutdown category. There is a game that I'll put in there, and that is Hyper Light Breaker. I picked up Hyper Light Breaker because there was a pricing error on Humble Bundle, and I jumped on it. I think they accidentally discounted it back when it first came out for like, I think to like $6, something like that. So I bought it. And bought it with, of course, the intention of, it's in early access. They're going to put out a bunch of updates. Eventually, this game will get pretty good, and I'll have fun with it. And I did play it for a night, maybe streamed it. I don't remember if I streamed it or not. And I kind of was just like, this is whatever right now. And maybe I just didn't give it a fair shake, but I just did not really jive with it. So then I was like, again, okay, well, they'll come back and fix it. And then they shut it down. They stopped development on the game. So to me, again, while I could technically put it here in the didn't beat category, I just don't think I enjoyed it enough to even want to go back, especially knowing that they stopped development on it. So I think a D is the right spot for me on that one. I'm going to put a couple more in the didn't beat yet because if I'm being honest with myself, I just don't think that I have the right spots, the right amount of time in it to give it ratings. So we're going to go with Citizen Sleeper. I did not put a whole lot of time into it, so I don't think I can give that a rating just yet. I'm also going to put Harvestella in there. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. We're going to knock off a couple of these games from here. I'm going to go with Outer Worlds in that spot as well. I think I'll stop there for right now because I don't know. I got to think about a couple of other ones. Do it. Basically, I got to think about a couple of other ones if I feel like I really have enough time into it to give my honest opinion. Marvel Rivals. This is a B. I had a lot of fun with it. This is a game that if I had more time, I'd probably put into it. But especially now with me picking up Elden Ring Night Reign, which is again one of the games that is not on this list, even though I did start it in 2025, should have been here. And Rematch. They're games that I technically would put. I'd put more time into those because I have more fun with those than Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is fun. I had a good time with it. I know, Cobalt. Grand Blue is just that game that I'll put it similarly to this, is that based on my time that I've invested in it, I'd probably put it in this B category. But if I'm being honest with myself, I just have not played it enough that I feel that I can justifiably say, yes, it is a B. And the game itself is not that long, which is the hard part on why it kills me not to finish Grand Blue Relink. But like right now, for instance, I am, as you already know, I'm currently playing Dispatch for review. At work, I'm playing Devil May Cry 1. And here at the house, I randomly started playing Demon's Souls again. And so I'm kind of like, I got to find the right month to just sit down and grind out Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. So that's why it's going to go here in the didn't be yet. Let's do the Final Fantasy. So I did beat this one. And I'm going to put it in the B. I played, of course, the HD Pixel Remaster. I have it on Nintendo Switch. And let's just put it this way. Many, many years ago, I could easily see why people loved the first Final Fantasy and why they would put it here. But just because of it being, 2025 when I'm playing it, is that overall it's a fine game. I had a good time with it. I kind of crushed the later stages of the game. I leveled up apparently quite a bit, so I kind of steamrolled through the ending. But really, really good time. Felt really good in my heart to finally beat the very first Final Fantasy. So very happy with it. I'll put it at a B. Let's put out a game that I did stream here that I know some of y'all watched me play, aka Cobalt, and very much was just like, I'm not really digging this game. And that is Let It Die Inferno. And Let It Die Inferno, if I'm being honest in my heart, it is a C game that I love like a B. I really like Let It Die Inferno. I want to go back to it more. I'm currently not playing it right now because, again, I am enjoying Elden Ring Night Reign a lot. I'm enjoying Rematch and all these other games. But Let It Die Inferno, man, like, I don't know, man. I just had so much fun with it. I love so much of that game and its aesthetic and stuff. The combat is janky. This extraction type of approach to that game is probably not ideal. When you do run into other, I don't remember what they call them, but I'm going to just say raiders. When you run into other raiders, it can be pretty much a, like, either if you got the drop on the other one, you win, or if you just understand the combat better than your opponent, then does not matter. You will crush the other one. But Let It Die Inferno just has so much, I don't know, so much flavor and flair that I just really enjoy it. So I'm gonna put it in a C because I do understand as much as I do really enjoy it, and I would put it in a B it's more of a C. It's more of a C tier. Fantasy Life I'm gonna put in the didn't beat yet. When the Switch 2 came out, I was playing this quite a bit after Mario Kart World. And then for some reason, I think I just decided, I think it was for review. I think it was for like Stellar Blade, or maybe it was for Is This Seat Taken? I stopped playing it so I could try to get through that other review, and I just have not gone back to it. I do really enjoy it. Oops, I did it again. If I, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it went to here. If I did really like, or if I rated of what I had played, it would be in this B tier. But I don't think I've played it enough to give it a fair shake. We're gonna put it in the didn't beat yet. By the way, these didn't beat yet. All of these are games that I plan to go back to. So let me put it that way. These are all I plan to go back to. That's why they're in yet. I have not fully abandoned them. Let's just get Rebirth out of the way. We all know where it's going. I loved Rebirth. It may have taken me so long to beat it, because I put like 25 hours into it when it first came out, and then did not touch it, did not play it for over a year. I think if I'm being honest, yeah, it was like over a year. I did not touch it again. And I kept making excuses in my head. And then finally, I want to say it was in June, I just told myself, just shut up and go play this damn game. And I'm so happy I did. Love Rebirth. Cannot wait for the third entry. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later, but yeah. It's an S tier for me. Let's do Mario Kart World next. This is going into an A. I had such a great time with it. I have definitely not put enough time into Mario Kart World as I did with Mario Kart 8, but I had a lot of fun with it. I need to link up with some of my friends to play more of it, because we were playing it online for a bit. But yeah, Mario Kart World is a really good game. So yeah, that's going to an A. Let's do EA College Football. I'm going to put that in a B. Had a great time with it, was enjoying it so much. And then for some reason, if I'm being honest, I hit a wall where all of a sudden I just started sucking at the game. I was crushing it before, and then I just hit this freaking wall, and I just started losing so much. And me and my friends did our first like online dynasty for a bit. And again, that was where I was doing so well. And then all of a sudden, like I said, I hit that wall. And when I hit that wall, I just kind of started losing interest in it. And then fell off of it. But I put quite a bit of hours into EA College Football. And I feel B is a good spot for it. All right. Let's do the First Descendant next. The First Descendant, I'm going to put in a B. I don't know if I'm going to go back to the First Descendant. I was having a lot of fun with it, really enjoying it. Many of you know on my Discord I was talking about it constantly, but like I think the grind of the First Descendant is what turns me off from playing it. But everything else about that game, I enjoy. I enjoy the combat, how it feels, how it controls. The story, to me, is actually pretty good. And it's just, overall, the grind is kind of tough. And I'm not even at the part where the grind is actually tough. Let me put it that way. I haven't played it enough to, like, be at that part. I think I have 15-ish, 20 hours into the First Descendant. So I'm still like not even at the part where you have to grind as much. But like hearing Cobalt talk about it, hearing my friend Phil talk about it is like, the First Descendant is a grind and I just do not have the time. So, but a really good game. Really good game nonetheless. I'm going to put it at a B. Once Human, I'm going to put at a B as well. This, Once Human, actually is the game that I think I would put so much more time into, even compared to like the First Descendant. Like I would have put all the time from the First Descendant into Once Human and some. If other people that I knew played Once Human. I had a lot of fun with Once Human. Did make me build a base, which many know I do not really like building bases. So it made me make a base. Let me just put it that way. That's not to say it was bad or anything, but I just was like, all right, whatever. But I did really like it. This is another one that's just based on online conversations and stuff that kind of made me stop playing it because of they now have permanent servers, but like there was the seasonal wipes, and that's just the thing of like, as someone who doesn't have all the time in the world, it's like this is not my only game. I don't want to lose my stuff. Like I just want to play and go explore and shoot things and experience the story and all that jazz. And yeah, so Once Human just ended up stopping. Warriors Abyss. Let's do this. This was, I think, the first game that I beat this year. Second game I beat this year. And it's gonna be a B. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Like there's like the cusp of I would put it at an A. But at the same time, it's just like there's a lot of content without being a lot of content is the easiest way to describe it. But I love the Dynasty Warriors stuff. The Samurai Warriors was really cool. Getting to experience the characters from that story. I have not played really any Samurai Warriors games, so I didn't really know any of those characters. Besides a couple, because I've seen them before. But a really fun and nice spin-off of the Dynasty Warriors series. And for $25, I think that's what I bought it for. Like, that was the right price for what I was playing and stuff. I had a good time with it. Definitely recommend it. Let's do Where Winds Meet, because I've been playing that recently. I did stop recently as well. That is easily a B as well. Really, really fun time. Very free to play friendly, which is really cool. It has issues though. There is some jank with this game. And that can be frustrating, but it is a lot of fun. If there was a little bit more bug fixes and polish to it, this could easily be an A for me. But the jank was a little detracting. I probably will be going back to Where Winds Meet at some point, but B is where that's going to sit. Let's do Death Stranding. I'm going to put Death Stranding still at this didn't beat yet. Where am I at with Death Stranding? Because that one's a really good story there. So Death Stranding, I'm 6 hours into it. Having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I just need to get back to it at some point. I was playing it, having a really good time, and then I kind of just like randomly stopped. Easiest way to put it. Randomly stopped. Look at all those unbeaten games. Correct. But also look at all these, some of these. Let me be honest. Look at all these beaten games. Again, you've been around long enough, so I don't need to fully convince you, but like this year is probably the most games I've beaten in a long time. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 games that I beat this year. That's a lot for me. And I will say thank you to this Google spreadsheet. This Google spreadsheet definitely the Google spreadsheet and my changing mentality on how I approach games each month has been very beneficial to me getting through more games. So I'm going to say that. Shout outs to those. All right, let's talk about a game that I beat. Let's go to Forspoken. I know a lot of people would put this at a C or D. I think I talked about it on the Discord, but it's like I'm going to put a Forspoken at a B. I thought it was actually a pretty good game. I do not see the issues that people had with this game when I look at things online. Like, yes, there are some cheesy, in a sense, dialogue, but the context of the world makes sense. And the way that this character, her upbringing and all that jazz, Freya's, it makes sense. So I don't get why people had such an issue with it. But I really enjoyed it. So Forspoken's going to go at a B. I had a really good time with that one. Let's go ahead and just get another one of my didn't beats out of the way. We're going to put Dynasty Warriors there. I think I'm like... Basically, I got Dynasty Warriors as a birthday gift from my wife. I need to get through it. Unfortunately, I just kept running into walls with work. Every time I sat down to be like, okay, Dynasty Warriors is going to be the game I focus on this month, I would run into a wall for timing when it comes to work, and just Dynasty Warriors Origins is a little bit of a longer game. I looked this up before. Come here, Dynasty Warriors. It's a little bit of a longer game. Takes about 33 and a half to 44 and a half hours to complete. And so I think I'm like 6 hours into this game. I just need more time into it. Every time I boot it up, I just get stuck in doing the side missions because that's just how I roll. I love Dynasty Warriors, the series in general. What I've played of Dynasty Warriors Origins, I would easily put at an A. Easily. But I'm going to put it in the didn't beat yet. Wonder Stop. I'm going to put here in the didn't beat yet either. This is a game, Wonder Stop is a very conflicting game to me. Because I'm going to put it in the didn't beat yet. And I'm looking real quick, where do I have Wonder Stop at the moment? I last played Wonder Stop. Did I uninstall it? Yes, I did. I last played Wonder Stop in March, and I played it for 75 minutes, according to my Steam page. Again, I did play this on Steam Deck, and again, sometimes when I played on Steam Deck, it does not track my hours played properly. So there's a chance I might have played it more than 75 minutes. But I was playing it at a time that I think I was not ready to actually play this game. Because there were things that I enjoyed about the game, but I just think like I was playing it at the wrong time. and I need to give it another shot. Sword of the Sea, I need to finish. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm on the final biome of this game. I'm going to put it at a B. I do really enjoy it. Artistically, it's a very beautiful game. And maybe when it finally wraps up, I would put it at an A. But I think a B is a safe spot for where I felt on it. The traversal is really cool. The fact that you're kind of doing this like skateboarding-esque thing is a lot of fun. But personally, there's just not a whole lot to it outside of that. But it's a very beautiful game. Very beautiful. Very awe-inspiring. I think I have quite a bit of screenshots and photos from this world as well. And I don't normally do that. That was something I also was changing in 2025. I did more screenshots and video clips of the games that I was playing, especially on my PlayStation. And Sword of the Sea is a good one. Again, I need to finish this. I'm probably like an hour away from beating that game, and I just need to put the time in to finish it. Star Ocean: The Divine Force, I'm going to add to the didn't beat list as well. If I put it anywhere else, I would be cheating, if I'm being honest. Have not had the time to sink into Star Ocean: The Divine Force. But I will tell you, because I love the Star Ocean series, and I do really love what I've played so far, this is likely, when all is said and done, an A game. But right now, I'm going to put it there in the didn't beat yet. All right, and then one other game from this list that I did not beat, and the rest of them I had beaten, is Expedition 33, so I'm going to put it in the didn't beat yet. I have finished Act 1. I need to go back and finish it. I have 15 hours into this game. I need to go back and finish it. I did not beat it because I wasn't enjoying it. I love this game. Broken record. Traveled for work while I was in the midst of playing this game. At that time, it did not play well on the Steam Deck, so I didn't even attempt it. And I just basically got busy with other games and haven't gone back. So I'm going to put that here. So these are all games that I am hoping to play at some point and finish. All these didn't beats. But all these games left. I'm going to try to wrap this stream up here fairly soon. All these games here where I've beaten. So let's knock these out. Let's end this ranking tier list of my games in good fashion. All right. So let's go with Persona 5 Tactica first. And I'm going to say with Persona 5 Tactica, I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna double check real quick with this one. I feel that's about right with what I gave the rating for that game. Yeah, pretty close. I'll give it an A. I had a really good time with it. There was a time period while playing that game that I thought I was close to the end, found out I was not, and I just started to feel like it was dragging on a bit, which did lower my overall feelings and thoughts with it. But overall, it's a really solid tactical strategy game, and I had a really good time with it. And the Persona 5 cast in specific, I have a deep admiration for. I think they're an awesome cast, so getting to spend more time with them was really, really cool. And the new characters that were created for Persona 5 Tactica, I had a lot of fun with. So I will give it an A. Marvel's Midnight Suns. This is a hell of a game. I'm gonna put it there for a quick second. I'm gonna look at what I had given it because that might help me might help me remember where I want to put this game. I'm gonna put it at a B. I really enjoyed this game. My biggest issue with Midnight Suns is there was too much outside the main story things and missions that just kind of brought the experience down. Yo, Nick, nice to see you, man. Yes, happy to see the love for Rebirth alive and well. Yes, Rebirth, phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Absolutely love it. Hope you're doing well, man. Nice to see you. Thanks for swinging by. All right, let's go to... We're going to do these two back-to-back. Same genre-esque games. Monster Hunter Wilds. I got to be honest with myself. Monster Hunter Wilds is a S-tier game for me. I loved Wilds. I know on PC people have a lot of issues with it. Wilds was so... It was easily, when I finished it, I said right away, man, this is definitely a 10 out of 10. I can't lie to myself. That's what I said after I finished it. I was like, even if I wanted to be nitpicky, it's like, I just had so much fun playing this damn game. And so, yeah, even at this point, I have to put that. It's why I say constantly on streams, you'll hear me talk about it. It's like, man, I need to get back and play some Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, because I was having so much fun with it, and I have not gone back since I beat it. Since I beat it, I played it a little bit afterwards, and then I just have not gone back to do any of the updates. The Monster Hunter Wilds goes there at an S. I'm just doing a quick glance again, and I want to see, what did I give Freedom Wars? Okay. So Freedom Wars, based off of my quick things, I think this is accurate. I'm going to give Freedom Wars an A. Freedom Wars is a game that I would want to put at an S because of how much I love this game. I am such a Freedom Wars fan. I am such a Freedom Wars fanatic. If you've been around me, you know I talked so highly about Freedom Wars over and over and over. Ever since this remaster came out, I have been screaming from the rooftops, telling people to buy this game because it's so good. Have a good time. It is so good. The issue just comes down to the saying of, sometimes old game is old. It is a remaster. They did so many good things with this remaster to make it not feel old, to make it feel good, to make it feel refreshed, to make it feel fun. But again, this was a game that was created back on the PS Vita many, many, many moons ago. It probably could have and probably should have required a little bit more attention to, up the experience and make it feel a little bit more modern. But it's still such a damn good game. Such a damn good game. Yeah, Cobalt, right there with me. I would agree with that. Solid A. Would have been an S if there was some quality of life updates. That's where I sit, man. It's like, I love it like an S. I love it like an S. But the game is not an S. It's, if I'm being honest with myself, even though I love it like an S, it's like, it is an A. It is a game that I just really enjoy a lot. Still recommend it so much. When it goes on sale and it's under $20, guys, go buy it. It's such a great game. And I'm hoping, there's not been any kind of updates, but I'm hoping that Dimps, the people who worked on it, they talked about the remaster. They were hoping that the remaster would sell enough to greenlit a second entry. I'm hoping that happened. I don't know if it will, but I'm hoping it does. Let's go with Pokemon Legends. Pokemon Legends ZA. This one's tough. This one's real tough. And I say that because as I played Legends, I was having such a good time, having a lot of fun with it. But those that I was talking about Legends with know that I kept complaining about small things here and there. And just was like, this thing's annoying me, and this bothersome, and X, Y, and Z, and all that jazz. And there were just a lot of little things that annoyed me, but there were so many great things about the game. And then I will say is that, like, the final 2 hours of the story, man, I was hooked. I had such a great time with it. And there was just this rush of nostalgia when I beat the game and the credits hit. And I was just like, oh. So I think for me, I'm gonna put it here at an A. I think it's an A. And I'm pretty sure based off of my rankings, yeah, I gave it a 9 in my own rankings. It was an 8 all the way until the end, and then it was just like, oh man, they stuck the landing so well. It's an A. So yeah, I'm gonna put it there. All right, time for Split Fiction. I'm going to give Split Fiction first here. And this one, I can't, it's a no doubter S tier to me. Like, I have not played It Takes Two, so I cannot compare it to It Takes Two. I know the people who did play It Takes Two, or I shouldn't say all of them, but the ones that I followed kind of said that they just, while Split Fiction was really good, they were just left wanting because of like how much they really enjoyed It Takes Two. But for me, man, I was just enamored with Split Fiction the entire way through. I played it with my best friend Kyle. We streamed quite a bit of it here on the channel, and just yeah, it was so good. Excuse me, so good. And I think part of it is, again, I just played it with my best friend, and that was just such a fun time. And so yeah, I have to give that an S. It's so good. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. And then the final game, and I think a lot of people looking at this are probably like, this is weird that you saved 1,000 times X Resist as your final game. But I did because I just wanted to spend some time giving shout outs to this game. Because remember when I said I didn't finish Expedition 33? Well, part of the reason was because with the travel, I needed to play something that was not too powerful for the Steam Deck so I could have a really good experience. And so I played 1,000 times Resist because I had just picked it up. And I will tell you that I loved this damn game. And there is no place that I can put it other than this S tier. Because I don't have a lot of what I would describe as platinums, because I'm a PlayStation guy. I don't have a lot of platinums on Steam. I am not the biggest achievement hunter, I guess is the way that I describe it. I'm not the biggest achievement hunter. But I will say I have 200% achievements, and one of them is 1,000 times Resist, because that game is so damn good. It is a walking simulator. You're not doing a whole lot. There isn't no action or anything like that. It is more just investigative, putting pieces together, understanding the world and the context, stuff like that. So if that is not your type of game, maybe you're not going to enjoy it as much as I do. But as someone who that is normally not entirely my type of game, I was so sucked in and I wanted to know everything about this game and all the jazz. And then even when I beat it, I was left with like 1 or 2 trophies, I think it was, that I didn't get. And I went back and got those trophies because they were so damn good. It's such a good game. So good. Please go play it. Please go play Thousand Times Resist. It is so good. It is such an amazing story. Hats off to the team for making that game. I believe, if I remember correctly, that was their first game. And again, that's not to say that they don't have some issues. But like they killed it. They did so well. They did so well. That's all I can really say. So well. And so yeah, everybody, that is my tier list. That is my tier list for my games that I played in 2025. As you see, there's a lot of games that I didn't beat. All right? It just comes down to it. It happens. Oh, well. There's a lot of games up here that I rated that at the same time I didn't beat. Again, I only beat... I say only because, of course, I played 57 games. Is that what I said at the start of the stream? We're going to look here real quick. I think it was 57. It was 57 or 56. I played 56 games. I only beat 20 of them. So that means there's 36 games on this list that I did not beat. But hey, it happens. So yeah, everybody, hopefully you guys really, really enjoyed my tier ranking here. I've been wanting to do this for many, many years and finally got around to it. Which Kingdom Hearts title is that? That is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Finally finished that or played that over the summer. And just recapping my quick thoughts on it, as I said, is that I really disliked, hate is a strong word, I really disliked the card combat. And that did bring down the experience. But I really enjoyed the story of Chain of Memories. And then I really ended up enjoying the combat or the card system of the Riku mode after you beat the game originally. So that might be a little spoiler for a very old game, but that's happens. After you beat the game with Sora, you get to play the game as Riku. And the Riku card battle system is so much better. So much better. I would say easily, Nick, Kingdom Hearts 1 holds up for sure. Kingdom Hearts 2 holds up for sure. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories all the way through. I need to play through Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm going to play through the other ones. I think all the games have held up over the years. So I think you're in good hands to dive into it. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick screenshot of my list so that I have it. This is my 2025 list. Thank you all for tuning into this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening to me ramble about me ranking my games. Because again, this is something I've been wanting to do for so long. I actually have a bookmark saved. I'll just show it real quick. A bookmark saved here. Stream stuff. Created games I completed in 2022 tier list. I've been wanting to do this since 2022. I started the idea of doing that in 2022. Went to go build it in 2023. Didn't happen. So it's like for 4 years I've been wanting to do this. It's finally happened. So thank you so much for tuning into this. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button over on YouTube. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit the subscribe button or the follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're over on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. And if you haven't used it on anybody, consider dropping it here on the channel because it, of course, greatly helps out as I try to put more content into the channels. We will have a stream tomorrow. So if you want to come back and see me actually play some games, we'll have some streams tomorrow. We'll be playing some more Dispatch tomorrow because I got to get ready for the review later this month. I also did shoot in my car today the script for my other video that is coming out hopefully this weekend. So there's more content for you to check out. So if you want to see all that content, again, hit that subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the list and what was your game of the year or your S tier games for 2025. Because, of course, I want to see what you guys played, and maybe it jumps up on my list to play in 2026. But with that being said, it is late. I need to go to bed to go to work tomorrow. So thank you all for being here. As always, everybody, stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on gaming. We'll see you guys all on the next stream or video. But until then, enjoy yourselves.